Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you all doing amazing, and I hope each and every one of you are doing very well. Today you guys, I am super excited to be sharing with you 4 very beautiful high-end looking Christmas DIYs that you can do just from Dollar Tree items and even close to nothing. I'm going to show you some really cool beautiful DIYs. So without any further ado, let's get started. And on the first DIY here, I'm going to be doing that Christmas tree that you just saw a glimpse of. And I'm going to be using this wood tree form that I got from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do to start off is give it a nice 2 coats of this moss color in the Waverly chalk paint. And then I'm going to let that dry really good. And then once that is dry, I'm going to be taking these jumbo popsicle sticks, and you can find these at Dollar Tree too. And what I'm going to do is create a little design or pattern on the tree. So I'm going to go in a V shape. I'm going to make 3 of them going down the tree. And I'm going to, since it's going to be a V shape, I want them to be flushed together where they meet up on the corner, where the pointy part of the V, if that makes sense. And then I am going to cut the popsicle sticks at an angle so that way when they meet up perfectly. So I'm just going to mark off where I need to cut, and then I am going to also mark off the other end of the popsicle stick so that way it is not coming out of the tree and overlapping. So we need to make it nice and flushed to the tree as well. And you'll see exactly what I do. It's better to just watch it because explaining it sometimes just gets confusing, but it's super easy. You just need to cut it at an angle, and then at the bottom end of the popsicle stick, just cut it off where the tree ends. So to place them down, all I'm going to use is hot glue, but you can use wood glue instead if you prefer. Hot glue would do just fine though. And so after I'm done that, this is what it looks like, and I really love it, you guys. It looks really high end, and I love the contrast in between the regular wood tree with the green and then the wood popsicle sticks. I think it makes it look really nice and high end looking. And so after I am done putting those on, I am going to take some jute string, and I'm going to wrap it on the bottom of where the bottom of the tree is, so that way it can have the bottom of the tree and it won't be green, like completely green. So I'm going to wrap it around with this brown string. And then once I am done that, I want to make a stand for the tree. So all I'm going to do is just place hot glue down to the bottom and stick it right onto this wood slice. And I got this wood slice from a pack that you can find at Hobby Lobby. And then that is it. You have a beautiful little stand, and I think it goes really well with this tree. And actually, I'm sorry, I am a bit ahead of myself. I am first, before I place the stand, I made a little bowl using this little brown ribbon that I got from a pack. This is also from, I think it's from Hobby Lobby. And I just make a little shoelace bow and I place it to the top of the tree. And I do leave the tails a bit long because I like how it looks for this tree. And then I will place the stand on, and once that stand is on, I am going to hot glue down 2 pine cones to the bottom of the tree. I was debating if I wanted to place the pine cones on the top where the bowl is, but I decided to go with the bottom because I really loved how that looked, and it's a bit different from having it on the top and having, having it look too busy on the top. I wanted to keep it high end, and I really loved how it looked on the bottom. And that is it for this DIY. So super beautiful and easy, and I really love how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this DIY. Okay guys, for the next DIY, I have here this baker's twine, this stick, these bells, and this greenery. The bells are from Dollar Tree, the stick and greenery are from outside. I just cleaned the stick off really well, and the string you can also find at Dollar Tree. This particular one I believe I got at Walmart, but I know Dollar Tree carries a ton as well. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create a little wall hanging for the holidays. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the string, I'm gonna tie a simple knot, I'm gonna double knot it as you see me doing here. And then with the leftover string hanging down, I am just gonna put it to the length that I want. I'm gonna have everything hanging at a different length, and I'm gonna alternate in between a bell, a piece of greenery, a bell, a piece of greenery. And it's easy with the bells because you can just poke it right through the hole that's on top of the bell and just tie it off with a double knot again, and there you have it, a hanging piece. And then I'm going to take the excess string that I got on the top and the bottom of the bell. I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to put a little dot of hot glue on each knot just to make sure that those knots will not be coming off. And that is it. You just have to keep repeating that, going all along the stick. So now I'm going to place greenery, and for the greenery I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tie the string onto the stick, and then I am going to tie the string around the stem of the greenery, and that is it. It will be hanging perfectly fine. And then just put a dot of hot glue on each knot again to make sure that they won't be coming out. And you guys, this DIY turned out so beautiful and I really love it. This is one of my favorite ones from today. I really love how it turned out. It's really high-end looking and such a nice piece to put like in your entryway. When people come in, they can see it or something like that. And it costs literally about $2, just $1 for the bell that you can get at Dollar Tree and $1 for some string. And that is it. You can make a beautiful piece for your home. So from here on out, it's just really repetitive. You just keep alternating in between. And honestly, you can hang on the stick whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a bell or a greenery. It can be whatever you want for the holidays. And so now this is what it is looking like. It is so beautiful already and so pretty. So what I want to do now is I want to make the stick a little bit pretty and dressed up. So I'm going to take the same greenery and I'm going to hot glue down 2 pieces together on the top. And I am going to double stack the greenery so that way it can be a bit fuller. And then in the center of the greenery, I'm going to hot glue down some berries. And I got those from Dollar Tree as well. And that completes this DIY. Absolutely stunning. And I really love how this turned out. I really do hope that you like this DIY too. Let me know what you guys think and let me know if you guys would try this for your home. And it is just so simple, you guys, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Next up, guys, I have this wood plank here that you can get at Dollar Tree, and they come in a pack of 6. And I'm going to take this jumbo popsicle stick, and what I'm going to do is I am going to cut off the round edges, and I am going to hot glue it to the top there so it can make the brim of a hat. And what we're going to be creating here is a cute little nutcracker, and he turned out absolutely adorable and I love it. And this DIY mostly is going to be freehand. And if you are not comfortable with that, you can definitely use your Cricut if you have one. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to paint the hat black and let that dry really well. And then once that is done, I am going to take my red paint and I am going to paint about halfway on the bottom of this plank so that way it can create the shirt of the Nutcracker. And I'm going to try to get the line as sharp as I can for when I'm painting it, but it doesn't matter if it's not too sharp and clean because I am going to go over that with a marker, you creating some design on his shirt or jacket, I mean. And then once that is done, I am going to go in with this pack of metallic markers. And these are from Amazon. They are dual tips. So one tip of the marker is bigger and one has a finer point. And I really love these markers. They are really good. And I'm going to use the gold one to do some of the design on the Nutcracker's jacket. And I have a picture here on the side that I'm going to use for inspiration because I don't know, I wouldn't know off the, the back of my head how to really design his jacket. So I'm just looking at the picture and going off of what I see there. And I am just freehanding everything. And I am just going to start with doing the top of the jacket. It looks like it's some scallops type of design, and I'm going to put that. And as you can see here, the metallic marker just goes right over the red paint really nicely. And then I just fill in those little scalloped designs. Then after that, I'm going to take my ruler and then I'm going to do the buttons on his jacket. And I'm using the ruler so I can get the buttons nice and straight. I'm going to make the 3 on each side for a total of 6. And I want them really nice and straight and aligned together. So I'm just going to use my ruler to make sure I'm placing them the right way. And I'm just going to make a little dot for the buttons. And then I am going to go in with the black marker and I'm going to do the lines that are closing in on each button as you see in the picture. And then I go back in, right back in with the gold marker and I go over those little buttons because when I did make the black line, it did a little bit go over the buttons and you want the buttons to be over that. So I am just going to go over it quickly. And then I am going to attempt to do his eyes. And on top of his eyes, there's a black line where his lids are. And so I do that. And then to create his eyes, I use the Dollar Tree chalk marker. And I think that that worked perfect because you can see it really well. And you just have to do a few coats of it and it'll pop up really well. So I'm going to do the lines as you see here. And then I am just going to draw out his eye shape and fill it in. Then I go in with the blue metallic marker and I am going to make his eye color. And then I go in with the black again to make the pupils inside his eyes. And then I do a little catch light with the white chalk marker on top. And that finishes off his eyes. And I really like how they turned out. I don't think his eyes came out too bad for me just freehanding it on there. But I do go ahead and I do all those steps. And then once I am done his eyes, I am gonna now attempt to do his mustache. And I just go in with the black Sharpie marker and I just draw in his mustache. And it's okay if you don't get it too symmetrical. And just try your best and just draw it on there. And that's exactly what I did. I just tried my best and it wasn't perfectly symmetrical, but that's okay because now the times your facial features are perfect and perfectly symmetrical. So I just left it as it is and it looks perfectly fine. And then what I am going to do now is I have to add the rest of his facial features, which is his eyebrows, and I do that with the black Sharpie marker. And I am also going to make his mouth that is open as you see in the picture there. And I'm just going to use the red metallic marker for that. And I'm going to go in with white paint to make little dots for his teeth. Then I'm gonna go in with the gold marker again, and I'm gonna make some designs on the top of his hat. And I'm just going to then color those in, and I am gonna take a mini bell that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna hot glue that down to the center of his hat on the top. And that completes this little adorable nutcracker, and I really love how it turned out. Everything is so cute, and I'm so glad that I just freehanded everything and got a little out of my comfort zone with drawing everything. And I think you should as well. It is super fun, and it was super fun to create, and I love how it turned out. I have it here next to my other nutcracker, and it looks super cute. And I thought I had the footage, but I didn't. All I did extra was I added his little goatee, and I did that with the same white chalk marker that I used to make his eyes. And I just roughly made it on there, and it looks super cute. And I really love how this turned out, you guys. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you would give this a try. Alright guys, moving finally to the last DIY. I have here this small frame that you can get from Dollar Tree. This one's going to be really super quick and easy to put together, but this one turns out so beautiful, and it is my other favorite one from today. I absolutely love how it turned out. I'm going to remove the backing, and then I have here a little picture that I cut out from my Cricut, and it is a nativity scene. I'm gonna weed that out, and then I also have here this wood looking scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna trace the backing of the frame and cut that out so that way I have a picture in the back. And I really love this because it makes it look a bit high end and really nice and simple. So I'm gonna just trace that, cut it out, and then I am gonna take the picture and I am gonna place it on the glass itself of the frame. So it's really easy, and the vinyl sticks really good to glass. So all you have to do is just place it on, and then I'm gonna put my paper onto the back of the frame and place my frame back in, the backing and everything. And just make sure you close up those little prongs, and that shiplap little paper in the background just makes it pop so beautifully. And I really love that simple little touch. You can easily put any color you want in the background so that that image is showing through, and it will look really beautiful. So once I get that in there, I want to dress up the frame just a little bit for the holiday season. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some greenery that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna place it going on the corner of the frame, and I am going to just place it down until I like it visually. And then I put a little bowl and I hot glue that down to the top of the greenery, and that finishes off this beautiful little frame. I absolutely love this. It's so simple, comes together so quick, and it looks so high end and so beautiful, and it makes really such a beautiful statement. I put it here in on my mantle for now, and I do have another nativity scene that is like a ceramic type of figurine, and it is so beautiful next to it. I really love how this turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this DIY. And that completes today's video, my friends. I hope that you liked today's video and today's DIYs. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you be part of my family here on YouTube, and I hope that I was able to inspire you in some way. And thank you so much if you made it this far into the video. I know this one was a little bit of a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And as always, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.